Good afternoon, share the live. I'm DJ Marisha here coming to you from the original location that Prime Minister Joe told us the new smart hospital was supposed to be built. As a matter of fact, they had some 3-4 land clearing in the area here. I'm going to swing my camera around and I'm going to give you a little tour of the area to show you the viewing audience how deceitful this Prime Minister is, along with his colleagues in cabinet or in the Labour government, as they would say. So share the live. I'm going to swing the camera around here and give you a complete view. Right on the other side there is the nursing school. Next to the area here where they built that supposedly condominium that they disguised that's supposed to be a hotel turned out to be just condominiums that they was trying to use for the Ross University students. The folks blow back on that, so I don't think they're able to use it for that anymore. But these lands, as you can see, these high grass here, this is the original area that the government cleared, had their groundbreaking back in, I think is 2024 sometime, and have claimed it a couple of times until the news broke that the land belongs to private citizens. Now, I am going to take a walk the full length of this piece of land so that you, the online viewers, can see for yourself the deception by these bad actors we call the Drew-led Labour administration. So this entire section here is where this smart hospital should be built. As I said, these grass was cleaned on several occasions, at least 4 occasions. This place was cleaned with some heavy equipment, bulldozers, trucking, backhoes, and everything came here and clean this grass area. This is where the smart hospital should be. And you're going to see as I traverse this area, after they cleaned these lands, the rightful owners came and stopped them from doing any work on the land and actually put signs that says private property. Now, to my understanding, nothing have changed. These properties are still owned by private citizens who have not given them to the government or have not given the government permission to build or occupy these lands. So as far as you can see, I'm walking. I'm going to walk until I get to their billboard that they put up last week to give a false impression that they are ready to do construction. As the Prime Minister claimed, construction was supposed to start in April of 24. Then again, he says construction is scheduled to start December, which is this month. Now I'm going to zoom in here on one of the signs, and you would realize that the sign says private property, no trespassing. That is a sign that was put there after the government cleaned this land on at least 3 or 4 occasions. You can see the grass is back to almost as tall as the DJ. The DJ is 5'11", so you know that these grass are very high. So as I traverse the area, again, the purpose of this video today is to enlighten the folks that have not taken the time out to come and see for themselves the deception by this government. You can see areas that was clean, some areas the grass haven't grown back properly, but more so, these are private lands. Private lands. And the government have to stop lying to the citizens. They need to stop the lies. And that is why I'm going to continue to expose them until they stop. As you can see, there's another sign here that says private land. Somebody tried to destroy that one, but it's clear that all of this is private lands. This is where the proposed site for the new smart hospital the government claimed to be building, that the claim construction should be started this month. I think it's time that the government tell the truth to the people, that whatever good intention they had to build this hospital, the funding is not readily available to build this hospital. The land that they was hoping to build this smart hospital on is not readily available because it's privately owned. The Jamarisha have sat in meetings and heard the conversations of the difficulties they're having to raise the funds and to get a space, this space actually, for the construction of this smart hospital. Here's another sign that is posted: private land, no trespassing. Somebody seems to have tried to destroy it. Nevertheless, the sign is there to inform all that is private land, no trespassing. So when Prime Minister, you're going to come and tell people that construction will be started in December of 2025, knowing that he does not have neither the land nor the finances to start this hospital, they need to stop misleading the citizens. Now, the biggest scam is what I'm about to get to. Throughout all of these lies, it's not bad enough that they're trying to mislead the people. The biggest scam is this billboard that I'm about to get to. I won't be here long, my people. I am just here to bring a quick update, just to let you guys know what's going on. So, you're going to see a white pipe here. This pipe represents the boundary line of one of these properties. Apparently there's two pieces of land here. So you can see from here all the way back, that is where the smart hospital is supposed to be built. That is the site. So I'm going to go now from this pole back to this direction, which is a much smaller piece of land that will not be able to hold this structure that they claim they'll be building when they do get the funds. Now, as you can see, this deceitful government, what they have done is just on the boundary line of this piece of land, they erect a billboard last week and claim to be handing over approved plans to build this structure. My good people, nothing like this is happening. This is all a gimmick for the folks that are visiting for Sugar Mass to come in next year when they call the election, to give them another opportunity to continue misleading the country. That is all this is. Just a gimmick. Just tricks. That's all this is. This area will not see the structure. They don't have the funding and they don't have the land. So that was one side of the billboard. This is the other side of it. All they did here was erect a billboard outside the boundary line of this property that is here. What the government need to do is to prove to the citizens that they have the necessary funding and they already got approval from this private owner to erect a structure on their property. We all are aware of the word eminent domain. If someone has a property and the government need it, they can go into Parliament and pass the necessary laws to get that property, but they also have to pay for it. So again, I come here today to just inform the citizens. You can see in the distance, all you see is grass. And the construction that the Prime Minister says will start in December, the only thing that was constructed is this billboard. And I guarantee you, there would not be no construction start on this so-called smart hospital, not time in this year, and not even in the new year. Because like I said, the funding is not readily available. Taiwan having their own issues. Taiwan cannot give the money that is required to build a structure. So this AI development that this government is trying to pull on the people, that is all that they're doing. Optics. That's all it is. Picture ops and optics. I challenge them to that. Let them prove the DJ wrong. And when they break ground, I'll be the first to come here and broadcast it just the same. Straight ahead there is the Ross University, the veterinary school, right up the road there. So we are here in the camps area in St. Kitts. And I just want to remind you labor rights, who might see what I'm doing here, trying to enlighten the people, bring awareness, and want to cost the DJ. I'm going to take a walk back here, and I'm going to go back to where I started. This is where the billboard are erected. This is where the billboard is erected. I'm going to walk from here back to where the original cleaning took place, the original groundbreaking took place. That's where I am going to walk to. So walk with me, my good people, and count. From this billboard to the boundary line of this white pipe, you will see that this structure cannot fit on this little plot of land. And I am of the view that they put the billboard on this end of the land because they don't have enough space on that end to put a billboard this size without encroaching on the private land on that end. But on this side, they actually have a little room to put that billboard. So to avoid any encroachment, they basically came and put a billboard up here. But it's all for optics, all for picture ops. This is the boundary line for this area of this piece of land. Again, that structure that is on that billboard cannot fit on this little piece of land here. So for them to change position to bring the billboard over there, just talk to the people. Just be honest with the people. I am not here to cuss government. I'm here to tell them, stop misleading the country, stop the deception, stop the lying. You know, Wednesday said that that will be my final broadcast for the year. But guess what? With some information that came out of the assembly last night with this budget debate, the DJ got to open back Parliament. The DJ will be opening back Parliament because I have some stuff to address. So I'll be coming to you live. You know, today, Friday the 19th of December, we're going to be having a awareness march, the 4th awareness march downtown Bastille. We'll be gathering there at the West Bus and Ferry Terminal at 3:30, and the march starts at 4 to 6 p.m. Now, like I said, take a look to where the billboard is. That's where the billboard is. Now we're going to take a walk back to where the original groundbreaking took place, which is way over there by those trees. Way over there by those trees. So, here is the white pole. Let's take a walk. Yes. But now, my good people, I was that quiet coming down the road there because I was counting my steps. And believe it or not, the distance from the groundbreaking ceremony of this piece of land where the smart hospital should be, I took some long steps. You know, I'm a tall person, I'm 5'11". Over 360 something steps. I walked from that billboard to the original area where the groundbreaking was. So you know the type of piece of land that they're trying to put this hospital on, that is private lands. So I'm calling on Prime Minister Joe and his Labour government to please stop misleading the people of the Federation. Please stop misleading the people. Tell the people the truth. Winter elections are coming next year, and they're trying to do all kind of manner of evil, to put all kind of fake profiles on their page and on social media, to give the folks out there the impression that something are kept. Nothing are kept. Nothing are kept. If you all been following the budget address, you guys could understand in a 3-year period of this government, over 700 million plus in deficit in just 3 years. 3 years, over 700 plus million dollars in deficit. And these people still going at it. So my good people, I just came in here and make a stop, like I said, to give you the opportunity to see what's going on. So let me just show you. The Citizens Empowerment Coalition is on the job. We're here to keep you informed. The Citizens Empowerment Coalition, we are here on the job to keep you informed. So when that bell is rung for elections, remember the independent candidates. Whatever independent candidates we put up is going to be the savior of this federation. This Labour government have been so disappointing, not just to the DJ, but to all citizens alike. So my good people, I am going to say to you, I'm going to end this live here this moment. I have other things to do to get ready for our awareness march this afternoon. Remember, gathering at the West Boston Ferry Terminal at 3:30. We're going to march from 4 to 6. So for those of you on the ground, feel free to come and hang with the guys, hang with the DJ, hang with the team, and let us try and save our St. Kitts Nevis. Until such time, love and respect to all.